It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws.
It's the Bills and the Jets.
And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. Hines now on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From midfield, here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll roll it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. No-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A give up the gut to Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. They set up the screen to Hill. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 5 catches, 53 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. It's caught by Davis. And Davis will have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to the 32. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Allen now on 1st down. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Allen again. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
New York set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. We're scoreless after one. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. On play action, Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Throw out wide is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. And the Bills hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. They run it again with Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, it's Allen. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hill. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man is Samuel, complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Here's Rodgers. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Bills getting set to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To the air, Allen going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo.
Allen now looks to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On second down, it's Hill. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Underneath here to Hill. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. On first down, Allen firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Allen off the play fake. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. This one caught by Davis. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Rodgers now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers, Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted the sticks.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was supposed to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On second down, here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Jermaine Johnson
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this returnable for Hines. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Sam Martin now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Complete to Zacchaeus. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Rodgers now to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Rodgers to throw once more. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter.
Rodgers' throw here to be caught by Wilson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Allen going to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
Allen now looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jets are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And New York set to take the field.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 11. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they said the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for New York. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Now they toss out right to Hill. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Hill.
He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pushing his way through, and he won't quite make it to the 25. Allen and the Bills now down 10-7, 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Allen. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now here's a throw. It's complete.
And Diggs will have a Bills first down as he's up to the 40-yard line.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Allen.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Allen. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
To throw is Allen.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now a give here to Hill.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Jets, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.